Hey guys, my name is Jared Vandermeer, and in this episode we are talking about exactly what you need to start a marketing agency in 2022. You're going to want to stick around. Let's go. So what do you need to start a marketing agency in 2022? Listen, I've done a lot of these videos over the years, and marketing agencies have been changing rapidly over the last decade. This year, I'm seeing some trends that are important for you to know, because if you're just getting started or if you're trying to build your agency, there's a change in how clients are approaching agencies and what they want you to do for them. So number one, you need a different team when you're getting started. You need to approach how you're going to coordinate with your team differently. One of the mistakes I made when starting an agency is we were not prepared to handle larger projects. We didn't have the processes in place. And now that everyone's working from home and you have additional meetings and additional revisions that take longer to change by not being in a creative environment in an office space, having a project management software, or at least managing with some sort of process in terms of revisions, in terms of tasks between all your team members, whether they are local or outsourced, is going to help you to manage the projects quicker and waste less time. I would say from when we were in the office a couple years ago to today, our productivity as a creative agency has gone down somewhere around 30 to 50%, which is a lot. And that was all because I didn't have the processes in place. And in a creative environment, it's really hard to schedule a time rather than just having a full-on in-person discussion. Instead of just tapping someone on the shoulder and having this creative hash it out conversation, you're stuck with a little bit of wasted time in between. Couple suggestions for you guys: Monday.com, Zoho Projects, just Google project management software. It's going to help you guys identify what's best for your agency. Number two, clients are moving towards content creation. I'm doing another video about what is a content creation agency. I think that's a lot different than marketing or social media marketing or even advertising, which are a little bit more all-encompassing. I'm finding that clients want to handle the brands themselves. And if you're starting a marketing agency today, content creation is going to be absolutely vital. Now, what do you need to start building content or have that as part of your portfolio? First thing you're going to need is an iPhone or any phone with a great camera. They all shoot 4K. You can get Lightroom right on your phone and take amazing photos and videos, edit them quickly, and get them out to the clients, who I'm finding want to post it themselves. It's not as much where we're planning that content anymore. Then as you build your portfolio, focus on getting a 4K mirrorless DSLR. We use Sony's. You saw them in the drone footage at the beginning of this episode. We got an A7 III and A7R III, but any mirrorless camera that does 4K, preferably having 1080 and at least 120 frames per second, is going to give you the tool to learn content creation or have that asset within your team, within the mix of people that you're putting together to get your marketing agency started. Number three, I failed at this so many times, and only finally have I really discovered its importance, and that is reporting. If you're starting a marketing agency in 2022, reporting is absolutely vital. So what do I mean by that? Well, if clients can't see exactly what you're doing for them, if it's all abstract, if it's all branding, if it's all part of the process, and they can't see the change in numbers, if they can't see the conversions, if you don't have your Facebook pixel set up properly or your Google Tag Manager set up for conversions through AdWords, you're gonna have a really tough time showing them what the results are. So understanding conversions, understanding reporting, and making connections between what you're doing in the content creation and marketing space and how it's translating to helping out their brand, it is absolutely vital. The software that we use as an agency is Agency Analytics. It's a great all-encompassing software where you can connect everything from Google Tag Manager to AdWords to all social media accounts, manage SEO, and track kind of everything as an all-encompassing brand for a client. I love that one. But again, there's lots of other softwares out there that are going to help you guys create your reports. Or if you're a new agency, creating reports through Excel by exporting out of Facebook and AdWords is okay to get started, as long as you're still connecting the dots in the right way, managing conversions all the way to what you've been doing to create them. Number 4, offline conversions. Starting a marketing agency in 2022 is going to be tough. The reason is there's so many platforms and there's so much to learn. And offline conversions is one element that I'm willing to bet if you're a marketing agency and you've been running for a while, you have not focused on offline conversions. You might not even know what they are. Offline conversions allow you to track when an ad is seen and then converting to a in-store or offline conversion in some capacity. So an example of that is someone sees a social media ad and then walks into a store and makes a purchase 2 weeks later. If it's within your time frame of how you set up your offline conversions, you're going to be able to track the fact that they saw an ad for a specific product or service and then came in store to buy it. Now, while a lot of businesses are moving online in e-commerce, and that's a lot easier to track, offline conversions for a lot of local businesses and traditional companies is going to be a fantastic way for you to connect those dots and basically take your agency from here to here very quickly. It's a great service that not a lot of agencies do and really is going to take you to the next level. All right, and then last, number 5, starting a marketing agency in 2022 requires a lot of the same things I've said in previous years. One of them is creating a portfolio. But how you create that portfolio is changing. So a couple years ago, I would have gone door to door and met with businesses, met with business owners, influencers, knocked on the door and said, "Hi, I'd love to make some content for you. Here's my idea, let's go." That's become so popular that businesses are turning me down or they're not paying attention to that type of interaction anymore. You need to warm up the conversation beforehand. So what I'm doing now is I'm really focusing on creating at least one initial touch point with a customer before I go and meet with them, before I go try to make some content to put into our portfolio. How do I do that? I DM on Instagram, I'll send in-mail through LinkedIn. I'll find a way to connect with the person before I arrive. Now, I'm ready for the comments saying that you shouldn't do this, that you shouldn't go and offer your services to create a portfolio. You should always charge for your services. I'm ready for those comments because what I have to say to them is this industry is so competitive. And in order to get larger clients, not just small businesses, not the ones where there's a lot of turnover and churn within your client base, to get the large businesses, you need an extremely refined portfolio. You can't do that when you're always charging for your services. Let me explain. If you charge a client, they are going to be very specific in what they want. And you're not always going to be able to let your creativity shine and your style shine in that content you're created. It's going to go through a revision rounds. By offering your content services to create portfolio items, you have more creative freedom. It's going to allow you to create what you think, where you think content is going, and then post it to your Instagram, post it to your YouTube, create that portfolio that's going to stand out and allow you to capture the larger clients. Guys, that's it for this episode. I am going to put in the cards at the end my video about starting a marketing agency from last year, which I think has a lot of value still for you to compare the two, as well as how to start a content creation agency, which is where I think marketing agencies are really leaning towards over the next decade. Thanks, guys. That's all for now. I hope it helps.